This is homework number 17, question 4, and I'm going to run through this question. So it says, in a random sample of males, it was found 27 write left-handed, 223 do not. For females, 55 do, 453 do not. Test with a 0.05 significance. Test the claim. The rate of left-handedness among males is less than among females. So I'm going to set this up, go to the calculator, draw the conclusion. So for the setup, I'm going to attempt to show this on a whiteboard thing. So the setup is if I let P1 be the males and P2 be the females, the claim is that P1, the rate of males, is less than the females. The opposite is P1 greater than or equal to P2. The null hypothesis is that P1 is equal to P2, and this is not from the original. And the alternate hypothesis is that P1 is less than P2, and that makes it a left tail test. Left tail. Okay, so that's the setup for this thing. So there's the H no and the H1. So if I go back to the homework question, let's see, so what's the setup? The H null is that P1 is equal to P2 and H1 is that P1 is less. So that looks like part A. I guess I have to do this whole thing before figuring out if I did this rightly. So now I have to go to the calculator and enter the data. So here's the calculator, and I'm going to stat tests. This is 2-prop z-test. 2-prop z-test. And now here's the thing about this one, is that they said that 27 of the males are left-handed and 223 are not. So the total is 27 plus 223 when you enter the N1. So for X1, the male proportion, the X1 is 27. And being lazy, for the N1, I'm going to go 27 plus 223. You can calculate this separately, but the calculator will do it for you. See, there's the 250. For the females, it's 55 are the ones who are left-handed, and the total is 55 plus 453. 55 plus 453. You can do that separately and enter it. There's 508 for the total. The alternate hypothesis was less than, so I'm going to make sure the less than is highlighted. Okay, and then when I go to the calculate, there's the z-score, the test statistic. The z-score is negative 0.0111. I hope that's enough decimal places for them. And the p-value is 0.4955 to 4 decimal places. How many decimal places do they want in their answer here? 2. Okay, 2 for the test statistic. So the test statistic is a negative 0.01, and the p-value rounded to 3 decimal places looks like 0.496 to 3 decimal places. 0.496. So the thing is that the p-value is greater than alpha, so we fail to reject, and H null was, I think it was not from the original. Let's see, not from the original, fail to reject, not from the original claim. And if you look at the wording chart, which I'm shuffling through to find, not from the, okay, now I got it. So from the wording chart, fail to reject, not from the original claim, fail to reject, not from the original claim. There is not sufficient evidence to support the claim. So there's not sufficient evidence to support the claim. Let's see how we can get that in there. So the p-value is greater than, so we fail to reject, there is not sufficient evidence to support the claim. Let's hope that that's all correct. Fantastic.